He's under contract, you know? He's under contract. When he's ready to fight, he can fight, you know? The kid makes good money. The kid makes really good money, you know? And the unfortunate part is he's not a needle mover. His brother is a needle mover. He's not.
Has that progressed with Nick?
You know, Nick is... Nick's not holding out. Nick's not doing. Nick said, "I'm just not going to fight for a while. I'm going to retire." And I think that when that's your mindset, you need to take some time off. You know, this isn't baseball or some sport where you can, you know, whatever. This is fighting, man. You've got to be all in or all out.
McGregor is like a bad ex-girlfriend. I mean, literally, a bad taste in somebody's mouth. If you win, you lose, you gotta move on, dude. If you really want that money fight, then you're probably hurting for money. I mean, literally, if you have that money fight, you should say to pay your taxes and then move on. This is a fighter sport. You're ranked number what, 8, 9? Don't you want to be better than that? I mean, dude, you beat retiring. Once you want an opportunity at the belt, come on, you're skipping a couple of names, but I'm giving you an opportunity. I'm doing you a favor. I'm doing myself a favor. Giving you a chance. If you don't want it, it's cool. Give somebody else a chance. Nate, you're not the last option. I mean, if you don't want to fight, go hide in the hole. Like, literally, that's it. I mean, but you gotta admit on Twitter that you don't want to fight me. You're scared, homie. I mean, all that gonna go out the window. Like, don't be scared, homie. All that people are gonna start throwing it away. I mean, it's gonna be crazy. Watch out for the riots, man. If you don't want to take this fight, just telling you, bro. Stock's gonna. But you can wait for McNuggets, but we all know if you wait for that fool, I mean, literally, if he fights Mayweather and doesn't fight again, you might not get another chance for a big money fight besides this guy. So, giving you a shot. If you don't want it, it's perfect. If you like it, sign the dotted line, son.
There's no guarantee that fight's going to happen. There's never guarantees in this. The only time I can think where, hey, waiting would have been good was Holly versus Ronda 2. And the only reason that I'm comfortable in saying that is because Dana said it. Dana said, go ahead and wait. I'll make that fight. And I'll make that fight huge and a blockbuster, and I'll give you a cut, and here's what the terms are going to be, but you're going to have to wait for it. That was the only time that we knew waiting was going to pay off because the boss said it was going to pay off. Everything else is a gamble. So if you're of the mind that Conor is somehow going to fight Nate again just because a trilogy makes sense, look. That is how it typically works, but now you're dealing with a totally different animal there that's got a totally different set of options. Well, so you can't wait on Conor. That's what I'm saying. You can't wait on Conor.
Yeah, but here's your other problem. Nate is a guy that was in Al's shoes for a long time, fighting for 12 and 12 or 26 and 26, and then he hit the lottery, beat Conor, hit it again, fought him again. So how are you going to tell a guy you paid $1 to $3 million, whatever the number was, hey, come on back, we're going to pay you $350,000? The Diaz brothers are crazy to begin with. Go ahead and make that sell.
Go ahead and make that make sense. Yeah, that's a tough connection there, and there is a reality to that, where he's going to look at it and go, wait a minute, I'm willing to do the same thing. I'm just as big of a draw as I was before, so I want to get paid the same thing. There's a part of that that psychologically makes sense. It's just in this sport, it also comes down to your dance partner. Your paycheck is directly related 9.9% of the time. 9.9 out of 10. It's directly related to who you're standing across from.
Issues fighting him as the champion because you both represent the same gym?
No, not at my end or at Tyron Woodley's end. We're both we're both good friends. I mean, I get along just fine with Wood. He's actually shown me a lot of things in the past, and I've worked with him in the past plenty to help me get ready for fight. So there's no hard feelings if me and him have to step. You know, it's just like I said before. You know, I'm LeBron and he's Dwayne Wade, and we split up teams. We meet at the finals. We're gonna split out because we were teammates at one point. Hell no, I'm here to get this money. You know, I got kids to feed.
By the way, George Masvidal's a prick. I gotta get that out there.
We're talking about
Kiss
Al.
my ass.
What happened?
You kiss my fucking British balls. No, he's just talking shit on Twitter, and I just came across it, and I was like, okay. He called me a bitch or something like that. I don't know. Said I'm scared from Yoel. I think they're both Cubans, so they're like two peas in a pod.
Also, apparently, Jorge Masvidal was responding to you saying that he was going to lose to Damian Maia.
Oh, yeah, that was it. And by the way, I never said he was going to lose to Damian Maia. What I said was GSP's plan is to beat me, to drop down to 170 and fight Damian Maia for the belt because he thinks Damian Maia will beat Masvidal and beat Tyron Woodley. So you tell me, how is that an insult to George Masvidal?
You know what? I think you know what it was, because here's what happens. Because fans talk shit. This is a guy tweeted at him. PBR5M91 Twitter handle tweeted, "Yo, Bisping says that Maia's gonna beat you. He lucky he in a different division." And then Jorge Masvidal responded with, "Bisping is doing the best he can to take the heat off himself for ducking Yoel Romero. Bitch made champions great again." So Jorge Masvidal, right there.
Hashtag bitch made. Yeah, that's the bit that got on my tits.
Yeah, they're both Cuban from Miami area. I'm looking at his.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I get that. You know, they're brothers, they're sticking together, they're talking shit, whatever.
I thought I did it the right way. You know what I mean? Like I thought the way I did it was right, but obviously I think it was the timing. You know what I mean? I think it all comes down to the timing of when it all happened. I was a champion. I was on top of the. I left. It kind of was giving Team Alpha like, why is the champion of the world leaving your camp? You know, it was just kind of a way for Uriah to kind of create drama about me and him possibly getting a fight. You know, because I was pretty upfront about it. You know, I took him out to breakfast and told him that I wanted to do my training camp in Colorado, and that I was going to be sponsored to be fighting on an elevation fight team, you know. But I owned a house in Sacramento, and I was teaching classes in Sacramento because Dwayne had left and we had no head coach. You know, I tried hiring Martin Cameron, but he didn't last very long. He moved back out of the country, so I was the one teaching, 3 days a week, teaching the pro class. So I don't know, man. I think just how involved I was with the team, and then just all of a sudden decided to bounce because I had to do camp. I guess didn't go very well with those guys. I don't know how I could have done it differently, but I'm sure there probably was a better way. You know, I mean, obviously because they have such a problem with it.
Finish up with the boss today. Yeah, everybody. Eddie, son.